What's going on, people? Welcome to the LV Live show. I'm LV Live. Please hit that like, share, subscribe button. Once again, I want to thank all the new subscribers for coming by to my channel, man. It is truly, truly appreciated. Big time win for them boys on the road in the Motor City by beating the Detroit Pistons 128 to 98, 30-point win. Jalen Brunson, big, 36 big points for him. Karl Anthony Towns, 21 points, 11 boards. We're going to call this game the masterclass. That's what we're going to call it. Because this is exactly what you do to a team like this, right? You outclass them. And you show them why exactly they have your team as being one of the top teams in the East and one of the top teams also to compete for a championship this year. All 5 starters in double figures tonight. Great game tonight altogether. Over 30 assists for the whole team. Everybody was sharing the rock. It was just a beautiful game. From the beginning, as soon as the ball was tipped, the Knicks were out and running, right? 39-13 is what the first quarter was, and that they never looked back after that. And I think a game like this, what I loved most is that they took care of business, but most importantly, what go on, man? What's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through rocking with LV Live. Big task. What's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through rocking with LV Live. And I think for me, what I love most is they didn't take their foot off the gas at all. And I think that when you saw Detroit trying to, get back into the game, they started making some moves, knocking down some shots. Cade Cunningham is the truth. He had 22 points, made it look easy. But I thought that altogether, they pretty much kept their foot on their necks. Like, they did not let them get back into the game. They did not let them even think that there's a possibility that they could beat the Knicks tonight. The Knicks had it going. And now you're starting to see them come together offensively. Now, I believe this is their third, out of their 5 games, I believe this is their either third or fourth game that they shot over 50% from the field. Offensively, they look explosive, extremely explosive. And they could do whatever they want to do. Even now, I give you a perfect example. They're talking about Cleveland. They see Cleveland's like a better team now. They see how well they're playing. They're rolling offensively. The Knicks should have beat them. The Knicks had them up by 13 on a bad shooting night. So imagine if Brunson had it going that night. I think the Knicks easily beat Cleveland. The Knicks are showing now that they're better than most of these teams. And when you face a team like that, who's just not in your league, because it looked like tonight it was like an NBA team versus a G League team. When you play a team like that, this is what you're supposed to do to them. And there's a lot of teams in the league that are like this. And every night, the Knicks should do that when you play a team like that. You never play below to your standards or below to your competition, as I'll say. And this was just a great win, especially after coming back from Miami. And offensively, they look to have it going. I mean, everybody from top to bottom. OG Anunoby was fabulous tonight. Fabulous. Defensively, he was ferocious. Everything was clicking. Bridges had that corner 3 going. Josh Hart was Josh Hart. And when you see the offense clicking like you saw it tonight, I still think the Knicks could get 60 wins this year. I do. I think they can. Will they? I don't know. LV would say anywhere between 55 and 60. I'll say that. But I think there's a strong possibility that they can wind up getting 60 wins this year. Offensively, they're just explosive. They are. And from top to bottom, that's what I'm seeing. Let's take a look at the highlights here. So all in all, man, I just thought it was just great to see offensively. And when you see things clicking the way that it was tonight, you say to yourself, okay, who's going to be able to stop us defensively? Who? The only team that can stop us is ourselves. And that's including Boston, right? Let's not act like Boston is indestructible, because they're not. I think they just caught the Knicks on a bad night. Maybe, or shall I say, without jumping out the window, did the Knicks look like Boston tonight? Offensively, did they? Sharing the ball, cutting to the basket. They just looked like an amazing team. But this is what we knew what it was going to be. Towns changes everything because he's a pop-out big. So it forces these bigs to step out and guard him. You have to. You got to respect them. But now, if you have the wings scoring how they're scoring, like OG Anunoby, like Mikal Bridges, then it opens up things so much for a guy like Brunson. Because with Towns' explosion the other night, 44 points, like I said on my show, Brunson didn't even get started yet. And tonight you saw a taste of what Brunson is and how he can be offensively. Now, we all know this already, but sometimes people forget. And sometimes they feel like you can't do what you did last year. And I think Brunson could be better this year. And the reason why I think he could be better is because of the addition of Towns. And the reason why I say that is because now you got to respect him. You got to respect the big that can step out, shoot that three, can rebound the way he does, can go to the Baja the way he does. And so now it opens it up for Brunson. That's what we saw tonight. I mean, look how the lane was opening up for easy layups with Brunson. That's Towns. Towns does that. He creates that. Knicks 100 GM, man. What's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through, rocking with LV Live tonight. Big one for the boys, 128-98. Masterclass. Listen, we didn't take no prisoners tonight. And that's how you're supposed to be. That's how you're supposed to be all together. Now, defensively, I believe altogether, let me not give the numbers. I know the Knicks had more than over 10 steals. I know that. And they had no answer. OG Anunoby looked like OG Anunoby tonight. Mikal Bridges looked like Mikal Bridges tonight. Blocking shots, getting steals, getting into the open court. Ferocious defensively. To the point to where you saw Detroit was just having problems. Like I said earlier, they look like a G League team. You could just tell the difference. You could tell the difference in them and us. And I think when you have a game like that and you're playing like that, it's in a positive way, of course. Killer Dog, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through, rocking with LV Live tonight. Big win for them boys, 128-98. Jalen Brunson, 36 big points. And this is starting to build a camaraderie, right? Now we're starting to stack wins. A great win the other night against Miami, and then a very dominating win tonight on the road, of course, against an inferior opponent. And, of course, everyone's going to say, oh, it's Detroit, LV, it's not that big of a deal. No. It is a big deal. It is a big deal because this is what you're supposed to do against teams like this. You stomp them out. Take care of business, move on to the next. That's how it's supposed to go. It's really that simple. Also, too, over 30 assists tonight, sharing the ball. Karl Towns looks like a point forward out there, man. Or point center, however you want to call it. Beautiful passes from the top of the key. Everybody cutting. Josh Hart cutting. Bridges cutting. Beautiful passes. We were sharing the ball tonight. Everybody was in the mix tonight. And that just created beautiful basketball. What I saw tonight was a very unselfish team. Everybody was eating. And when everybody eats, everybody feels good. It's very, very balanced. Nobody feels like they're not involved. It looks like a team. And the team camaraderie starts getting built. So you have to be happy with that. Extremely happy. Because then, going forward, this is just stacking wins, stacking days, stacking experiences, learning from these experiences, playing through each other, understanding each other's strengths and weaknesses, knowing where a player likes the ball, knowing where he has it going, his rhythm. Like the other night, we saw Towns had it going. We kept feeding him. But then also, too, tonight, you saw that OG Anunoby had it going. Guys started feeding OG Anunoby. I liked how he was going in the post, finish it. Right? OG Anunoby was looking extremely, extremely solid tonight. He's getting better. He's getting better. The confidence that he's showing in his offensive game is just great to see. Great to see. Tim, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through, rocking with LV Live tonight. HBO Harlem Bronx all day. Big win for the boys, 128-98. 30-point win, Jalen Brunson, 36 big points. And guys, I said it. I said, listen, everyone is seeing how the Knicks are playing, and it's looking good. It's looking great. And Brunson hasn't even started yet. Brunson hasn't even started yet, man. And now he's getting going. And once he starts knocking down shots and doing what he does best, the rest is easy. Then it opens up everything. It opens up the whole court. So now you have to watch him. Now you forget about Bridges in the corner. How many times did we see Bridges open for corner jump shots tonight? How many corner threes did he make tonight? And everybody keeps on talking about Josh Hart. Steady as they come. He almost had another double-double tonight. I think he had 9 boards, I believe, tonight. But I think also, too, another big part of this is that he was able to get the subs in. It was at the 5-minute point. I said, Tibbs, come on, man. Tibbs, let's get these guys out of here. Especially OG Anunoby. I said, get him out, Tibbs, now. Towns has got a bad wrist. Get him out, Tibbs. Get him out, Tibbs. Tibbs listened. Then also, too, you saw, the addition of, or not even an addition, excuse me. You saw the other young guys come in. Akaporte, of course. Coach, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through, rocking with LV Live tonight. Big win for the boys, 128-98. Jalen Brunson, 36 big points. Big win for them boys. Big win for them boys. Great to see. Great to see. And I think also, too, we have to really pay attention. Tibbs is learning a lot here, too, guys. He's learning how this team goes. He's learning how to coach them. He's learning the things that you have to do in order to make sure that guys are in their right place. Guys know what to do. Guys feel comfortable in their role. Just in all aspects. And I think that in doing that, he's growing as a coach with this team. He's growing as well. And he's getting a really good understanding of strengths and weaknesses, lineups, right? I love that lineup also, too, that I saw tonight. I thought it was really good. Payne, Deuce, who was it? Towns. I believe it was OG Anunoby and Josh Hart. I like that lineup. I liked what I saw from that lineup. I like an aggressive OG Anunoby too. I like that a lot. I think him being aggressive is what we need. Now, of course, you don't want him trying to think he's Brunson or something like that. But I like him being aggressive. He doesn't take bad shots. He takes shots that he knows is in his arsenal, shall I say. And he looked great. Going to the rim strong. I love that 15-footer from the foul line that he pulls up on. That elbow jump shot. That corner jump shot is money. And he was extremely, extremely aggressive tonight. And I like that. I like that from him. Towns is deadly at the top of that key, right? I knew he could pass, but not like that. So this whole thing of, because remember, the talks were, we're going to miss Randall because Randall was really good passing out of the double teams. Cat looked fabulous tonight. And if I'm correct, I'm going to bring up the stats in a second. But if I'm correct, I think Towns could have had a triple-double tonight. Those passes, cut him in the back, the backdoor cuts, hit Brunson a couple of times. I said, okay. I like how this is going. And the reason why you have to do that and you got to respect that is because of how good Towns is at the top of the key, man. You got to respect him. You got to respect him. And then also, too, he's a better post player than what people are getting credit for. Listen, the whole slander with Cat was the whole soft piece. Like, everyone was saying he's soft, including LV. But now you're starting to see his skill set. But when the reports were made that the Knicks were possibly looking to go get him, I had to step back, like I told you guys, and this is what I saw. This is what I saw. For what it is that this team wants to do, this is what I saw. I said, okay, they trying to spread it out. And this is what I saw. I saw back cuts. I saw Towns directing things at the top of the key. Look how many open layups Brunson had till they go into the rack. Look at the open layups. And this just didn't happen tonight. This happened the other night too in Miami. Wide open lanes for layups. So Brunson scoring 36 and stuff. I think this is going to be kind of like the norm going forward. Not saying every game, but I won't be surprised if Brunson explodes this year. And we're talking about him really, really being an MVP race. Because I think this is what Towns does. He opens up the floor so much that it leaves like wide open layups, back cuts, all that stuff. And you're so worried about the layups and the back cuts, you forget about the corner threes from Bridges and OG Anunoby, which is money. Hey, listen, man. I'm just saying. And I think that's something we really need to pay attention to. Seriously. Look at Towns. Let's go back and look at that. Look at Towns. Look at Towns. Apologize, people. Technical difficulties here with LV. Look at Towns here, guys. 21 points, 11 rebounds, 7 assists. He could add a triple-double tonight. He could have had a triple-double. He's going to be dangerous. He's going to be dangerous this year. And the reason why he's going to be dangerous is because of how the floor opens up. How the floor opens up altogether. Because now you got to really, really respect these back cuts and these corner threes. You got to respect it. So I'm not surprised. The Knicks shot 50%, 51% tonight. They shot 47% from three. 47% from three. Gravity, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through rocking with LV Live tonight. Big win for the boys, 128-98. Jalen Brunson, 36 big points. So offensively, we shouldn't be surprised by this. We shouldn't be surprised about the possibility of what can happen. We should not. Because altogether, this team is rolling offensively. Defensively, we're going to tighten up. I'm not worried about the defensive issues. I'm really not. I think defensively, we're going to tighten up. I'm not worried about that. And we showed it tonight. We put the clamps on a team that's really, believe it or not, They're up and coming, but they're not in our league, man. That's why I said tonight the name of the show is Masterclass. They're not in the league with the Knicks. They're just not. And we showed that tonight. And for all the bottom teams in this league, this is what we should do. This is what we should do. We should never play down to our competition. When we play up with these guys, this is what we should be doing. You see right there, Bridges had 15 tonight and 7 boards. 3 assists and 3 steals. Bridges could have had a double-double tonight. He had 15. Listen, I actually thought he had more tonight. I thought he had more. That 15-footer, that corner jump shot is money for Bridges. Money. So I said it last show, and I'm going to say it again. This whole talk about his jump shot needs to stop, man. And I'm still hearing it too. I'm still hearing people talk about it. I'm still hearing like other shows, people saying, oh, his jump shot. And he's been cooking ever since what happened in Boston. That was game 1. 4 straight games. LV got 3 fingers. 4 straight games. He's been cooking. Money. And I believe tonight everybody shot 50% from 3. Only person wasn't Josh Hart. Josh Hart and Deuce. Josh Hart shot 1 for 3. Brunson was 6 for 8. Towns was 3 for 5. I believe OG Anunoby was 3 for 5 or 3 for 6. And Bridges was 3 for 5. But that corner 3 is so wide open because they're so worried about Towns and Brunson. So what happens is when those guys get in the lane or Towns puts it on the floor, those guys shift right over into the corners, man. And everybody forgets about those guys. And this is exactly what I knew Bridges was going to bring. He was going to bring. This is the same stuff he was doing in Boston. Same stuff he was doing in Brooklyn. Same stuff he was doing. So now when you start to see kind of like this offense flow, and here's the thing, like in the last couple of games, Brunson just didn't have it going. He just seemed like off. But he was taking shots that he usually makes. Now he's got that 3 rolling. He started knocking that down. Now he's unguardable. Now he's unguardable. And he's facilitating a lot. Now he's looking. Now he's hitting guys with great passes. He made a beautiful pass to Josh Hart tonight. Bridges hit Josh Hart with another beautiful pass. But all in all, offensively, top 3 in the league. I think low ball in top 5 in the league for the whole season, I believe. For the whole season, I believe we're top 5 in the league. Because I think there's no one who's going to be able to guard us. The only way the offense stops it if we stop ourselves. That's the only way, my opinion. And I think that's what happened in even Boston. We just didn't have it defensively, but we were knocking down shots in Boston. The only game was Cleveland. Outside of that, I thought offensively we had it going. We had it going. Great win tonight. Great win tonight. All right, let me go in this chat, man. Let me go in this chat, see what everybody's talking about. Appreciate everybody coming through, rocking with LV Live. If you haven't done so, please hit that like, share, subscribe button for me. But I appreciate everybody coming through and rocking with me. Okay. Big Taz says, I feel so guilty about liking the Karl Anthony Towns trade. Why you feel guilty, man? This is exactly what we wanted. Psych. Nobody wanted to steal. Nobody did, and everybody was unsure of it. The only person who wanted it, he's in here, is Coach. He's the only one that's been calling for this for the last year. Coach is a pillar here in the LV Live show, one of the originals. And he's been on it for a long time, trying to get Towns to come back home. And he's here, and Towns is making all of us a believer. He is. He is. Listen, I have to be honest. He is. He's making all of us a believer. He is better than advertised. I'm going to say it again. He's better than advertised. Because he had a big night the other night, 44 big points, but then he came out and had an easy 21 tonight with a sore wrist. The 21 looked so easy. 11 boards. He just, once again, was bullying down there in that Baja. And so I thought that this is the move. This is the move. Everyone was talking about what's the move the Knicks going to make. This is the move. This is the move. And it's working out so far. Once again, once they start getting the wheels turning, start coming together as a team that we're starting to see now. We're starting to see it. This could be really, really, really scary for the NBA. Tim says, I said it, LV. All I want Cat to do is play aggressive every night. Yo, Tim, listen, man. He's playing more than aggressive. He's playing more than aggressive. He's playing with an edge. So now, we all might have had to eat crow, man, about this whole Cat is soft stuff. Because he looks better than advertised, man. And I have to say that with all honesty. I saw him live and uncut. I was in there opening night. He looks better than advertised. He does. And then after what he did the other night, 44, then tonight, he looks really, really, really good. And I think also, too, fit is important also, right? I thought he fit well in Minnesota, but he couldn't really get to his apex because I feel like he's playing out of position. I think the perfect position is the 5 for him. And the reason why it's a 5, because he's a matchup nightmare. Then at the top of the key, he can do what he wants. He could shoot the 3. He could take it down to the bar, hit the baby hook. Then he can hit Brunson on a cut because he's a great passer from the top of the key. Or he can hit that 15-foot jump shot. Or he can hit that hook pass. He does whatever he wants, and there's nobody clouding up the paint. The paint is his. The paint is his. That's his home. And so he can orchestrate and do whatever he wants. And what big can check him? Who? Look what he did to Bam last night. The other night. And he made, Jalen Duren and Stewart look like a bunch of high school players out there tonight. They had no answer for Cat. And then what does that do? We all forget about Captain Clutch. We all forget about him. And when he starts turning up, everybody notices. Because listen, he gets to the point, excuse my language, he's damn near unguardable, man. Especially when that 3 is for him. Coach says Towns, Brunson should average 55 plus a night. I can see that. I can see that, Coach. Especially based on who has it going that night. Especially based on that. Whoever has it going that night, that's who they should ride that night. Pause. And I think doing that, that's exactly like how it should be. It shouldn't be nothing more than that, man. 55, and then you never know, Coach. They might get to a point where it might be 65 plus. Because offensively, that's what it looks like. It just does. Let me ask you guys something. Do you guys ever remember a time where the Knicks offensively was like this, man? And I'm going back. I'm not telling my age, but I'm back with the Ewing years. The offense never looked like this. Ewing was legit, but Pat didn't have the skills that Cat has. I'm just being honest. Pat had the jumper, he had the hook, but he couldn't pass like Towns, and he can't shoot that three like Towns. That three is the equalizer because that is what keeps the defense honest. Because if you don't, he'll knock down 4 or 5 in a row on you. So you got to respect it. So then Brunson's coming off a screen, he's picking and popping. Then you close the hole on Brunson. He's swinging it to the corner of the Bridges, or he's swinging it to the corner of the OG Anunoby. Bang, bang, money. We in there. That's what's going on, man. And it's beautiful to see. Beautiful to see. Knicks 100 GM says, I knew once we got rid of all that over dribbling from Randall, it would change what we could do offensively. Well said, sir. Well said. You know what it is? Knicks 100 GM about that. You know what it is? I'm going to be honest with you. Randall's a hell of a ball player, right? I don't want to diss him like he's a bum because he's not. He's a hell of a ball player. But for what we want to do, we don't need a guy pounding a rock. Like, we don't need that. We don't need a guy pounding that rock, man. We don't, because we already got a guy at the top of the key that does that in Brunson. So now we need constant movement. Constant movement. And that opens up the floor. And so now, what you're seeing offensively is everybody's eating. Yeah, right here, Knicks on the GM. Our playbook has no boundaries now. Agreed. Agreed. And that's what's dangerous about this. Dangerous. I'm glad this is happening. I'm glad this is coming together for us. Because I'm telling you right now. I'm telling you right now. I cannot wait to see Boston again. I cannot wait to see Boston again. Because I think they caught us slipping. We were slipping that day. They caught us. As they say out in Cali, they caught us lacking. Here in NYC, we call slipping. You know what I'm saying? He caught me slipping. I wasn't on point. You know what I'm saying? They came through. You know how they do in the hood? They came through and they snuff you. They come through and they snuff you when you ain't paying attention. And that's what I feel like Boston did. That's what I feel like they did. I feel like they came through and snuffed us. Big Taz says, yeah, they called us lacking. That's what I'm saying, Big Taz. That's what I think they called us slipping, man. I'm just being honest with you. Here we go. Here go one of them. Here we go. The Knicks 100 GM. Hart ain't ready yet for us to beat Boston. That's not true, man. That's not true. What is it about Hart? He does it all. Swiss Army knife. Listen. What Josh Hart have tonight, man? Let's take a look at Josh Hart's stats. Let's take a look and see what he had tonight. Because this is the frustrating part sometimes about people and their perceptions of Josh Hart. He had 13 points, 9 boards, 4 assists, 2 steal shots, 6 for 9 from the field, 1 from 3 from 3. He almost had a double-double tonight. How is that not good for Boston, man? That looks like Derek White's numbers. Just being honest, that looks like Derek White's numbers. That looks like his numbers. Come on, man. Well, go on, let it be known. Boston just had a hot shooting night. I think they caught us, man. They caught us slipping, man. That's what happened that night. We got embarrassed. It's like when you get snuffed in front of the hood. You know what I mean? You hold your mouth. You go, all right, you caught me. But I got to get my get back. The Knicks got to get that get back. They got to get that get back. Gravity right here. Cat fits better than Randall, and I can't believe I'm saying that. Gravity, you're not wrong, man. You're not wrong. Gravity, listen, when the conversation was coming out about the whole deal being made, right? The talks that were being had, I knew this was a possibility. And I saw it. I said it back then. I said, listen, man, this could work. This could work. And this is what I envisioned tonight. This is what I envisioned. Because of what Towns does at the top of the key. Those bigs have to come out and they got to challenge him. They have to. Because like I said, if not, he'll knock down 4 or 5 in your face. Randall doesn't give that. As good as he is passing out of double teams and all that stuff, Randall doesn't do that. Because he's not a threat at the top of the key, man. You don't really respect him like that. And then also, too, with Randall is he doesn't guard the 5. He doesn't do well with that. Cat is a legit 5. He's 7 feet, a legit 7 feet, man. You saw him out there tonight. He looked big. Once again, he looked bigger than everybody out there because he's the biggest dude on the court. You can't coach size. You can't coach size. Coach says, Cat, Mitch, Precious trio will be devastating. That will never happen, Coach. That will never happen. You know why that will never happen, Coach? Because where's the offense going to come from? Like, who's the guards? Bridges and Brunson? We have Precious at the 3. Have Cat at the 4. Of course, Mitch at the 5. Tibbs would never do that. Tibbs would never do that. You got to have those corner threes, man. And that's what Precious doesn't give you that. And that's what that offense does, Coach. It spreads things out. You got to have guys on those wings that can knock down shots, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I just don't think that works at all because Precious offensively is limited, and with all 3 of those guys, the lane is clogged up. There's no place to move, and that's not good for Brunson. They call him Big Body Brunson for a reason. He likes to operate in that Baja, man, with that back down, that fade away, that step through. But Tat said, in my opinion, I like Mitch coming off the bench right behind Cat. Agreed. Big task again. Cat needs room to operate, which Mitch will be in the way. Agreed. Listen. That's the thing. That's why I'm saying I don't think that lineup would work. You know what I'm saying? Like I see what coach is trying to go, but it's no room in the paint. All three of those guys are going to clog up the paint, and it can't be like that for Brunson. Then offensively, they're limited. Tim says he looked better than he did last year with the Wolves, and he's home, so he gets to show the league why he's one of the best centers in the league. Agreed. So I think also, Tim, man, I think you're onto something. There's a little motivation there, right? A little more motivation there with him being back home. Of course, rest in peace to his mom. You know what I mean? I think he lost her during COVID, if I'm correct. And I know that he spoke about how the Knicks were her favorite team. You know what I'm saying? The Knicks were her favorite team. So this is big for him. So I'm sure he wants to make a statement. You know what I'm saying? To come back home, play for his mom's favorite team, right? And so I think this is big for him. Like, it's more than just basketball. He's back home, close to right next to Jersey, where he grew up at, and his Dominican family. You know what I mean? Because his background is Dominican, so that's huge for him. So there's a different type of motivation, and he knows the importance of playing in this city. This is way different from Minnesota, so that's why I think you're going to see a different guy. Big Tat says, I never seen a Knicks offense fluid like this. Maybe the Jason Kidd, Rasheed Wallace era. Nah, not like this, man. Not like this. Not like this. This offense is explosive, man. They've shot over 50% in their 4 out of the last 5 games. Even against Boston, they shot over 50%. Tonight they shot 51% from the field, 47% from 3. Man. I mean, listen, this can be probably one of the best offenses the Knicks have ever had. Ever. And I'm speaking of the Ewing era with Starks and the whole crew, Mason and everybody. Just being honest. What Guan said, the Wolves are looking mediocre, man. They could lose to the Nuggets tonight because they missed what Cat brought. Randall doesn't play winning ball. I don't know if Randall doesn't play winning ball, what Guan. I think it's just chemistry, man. I think they got to figure it out. And I think that with Cat is a different type of player than Randall. Randall, he's got to put the ball on the floor, man. You know what I mean? He's like Melo. They're the same type of guy. The ball dies with them. Like, when the ball gets in their hand, it sticks in their hand, and they're taking 20 dribbles to make a move. And so that's, they got to figure that out and what that looks like. Because, you basically have the same player, right? Him and Ant are the same player. Like, they're going to put the ball on the ground. They're going to take like 80 dribbles. It's iso ball. And I think that's like the biggest thing with Randall. Tim says Hart looks good playing with the starting unit. I wanted him coming off the bench, and now I changed my mind. See that? The Hart Foundation, that's what he does, man. That's what he does. It's his hard work, determination, everything. Listen, once again, I've said it before, and I'm going to say it again. He's the perfect glue piece to what it is that they want to do. He does all the dirty work for all those guys to get theirs. And he's okay with it, man. I'm talking about the steals, the rebounds, the loose balls, the tips. The ball going out of bounds. You think it's out. He saves it and kicks it out to somebody and they hit a 3. Things like that, man. He's got to start. Period. I mean, he's just that good. Period. Listen. I keep on saying it. I keep on stressing it. This guy means so much to this team, and Tibbs knows that. Because if I'm correct, I think he played almost 40 minutes again tonight. Last game, I believe he played 42. And tonight, I think he almost played 40 minutes again. I told you 5-minute mark. I said, Tibbs, get him out, Tibbs. Get these guys out the game. He had Cat out there. He had OG Anunoby out there. He had Josh Hart. I said, Tibbs, get them out the game. Big T asks LV, how can the Knicks get back against Boston? Keep on playing how they're playing, Big Task. Keep on playing how they're playing. But we got to get that get back. We got to get that get back. We got to. Because if this offense is flowing the way they're flowing defensively, and I think also, too, once again, man, I'm telling you, listen, I'm sorry I got to take it to the hood, but this is, listen, they caught the Knicks slipping, man. They caught him with a quick check one. We wasn't paying attention. We got snuffed. That's what happened. Real talk, man. That's what happened. And we wasn't ready after that. And after that, it was all downhill from there. We couldn't come up for air. I think next time around, we're going to be ready. And we're going to get that get back. Because I think we're going to be ready to go. Tim says, I think we would have beat Boston if they would have missed majority of those threes. They just had it going that night. It's cool. We'll see them again. That's what I'm talking about, Tim. Yeah, we're going to see him again. We're going to catch him, right? That's how we do. We just snuff somebody, run around, they hide, and you're like, I'm going to catch him. I'm going to catch him one day. He's going to be slipping. I'm going to catch him. And after that, it's on. Gravity in here rocking and rolling with LV Live. Gravity says, I would never doubt Leon Rose again. Clearly, he knows best. Agreed, man. Agreed. Listen. Leon saw this from deep. And you got to think, two of the moves that Leon made, no one saw this coming with Jalen Brunson, but he did. He saw the potential in him. No one knew, even though the talks were there, no one really thought he would pull the trigger and get Towns. No one thought the Wolves would make the move. No one did, and he did. And a lot of times with certain players, as good as they are, they can't unlock their superpowers until they're with the right fit. This can be unlocking Towns' superpowers. This could be. Okay, coach. Okay, coach. You were talking about earlier when you were talking about Mitch, Precious, and Cat not playing together. I mean, as a big rotation. Agreed. No, absolutely. I like that big rotation. Listen, I love Precious at the 5, man. I think Precious and Mitch, that's going to be ferocious, man. Ferocious. Rebounding, blocking shots. That second unit with Deuce, Campaign, or even if you keep Brunson and you have OG Anunoby out there, or you have Bridges out there on the wing, dangerous. Dangerous. With that second unit, oh, man. Because basically you're substituting Sims for Mitch. Listen, I'm telling you right now, the league is going to be nervous. If the Knicks keep rolling offensively and they're playing really well and we get Mitch back, I think he's going to be back probably after the All-Star break. I don't think he comes back in January. I think he comes back after the All-Star break. We get him then, and if the Knicks are rolling and we're playing really good, we're healthy, and you put him with that second unit, We could because listen, we listen. Everyone forgot we still got Precious, man. So Precious is going to be on that second unit. So he's going to help out big time. He's not going to play the 5. He's going to play the 4 with Sims. So you know what Precious does? He gets rebounds. He blocks shots. He's active, legit 6'9". So that second unit is going to be fabulous. Precious knows his role. He knows what to do. He does not try to do other things he should not do. So you know exactly what you're getting with him. That second unit is going to be legit. Legit. Here we go. See? Precious is better coming off the bench. Agreed. So coach says Precious for what, 18 minutes at the power forward? Agreed. Agreed. I love him at that power forward, man. Because now he can roam, coach. Now he can roam. He can block shots. He can get rebounds, do what he does best. In that paint, he's too clogged up. He needs to be able to roam, coach. He needs to be able to roam and do what he wants. Block shots, get rebounds. You know, that's what he's great at. That's what he's great at. He's like a smaller version of Mitch. Right? That's what I think Precious is. Coach says, I would start Brunson, Bridges, OG, Cat, Mitch, and have Hart, Deuce, Precious, Payne off the bench. No. No, coach. No. Coach, listen. Why would you take Cat out of the 5? Why would you do that? This is why when he's able to open up, he's getting into his secret powers now, his superpowers. He's kind of going Super Saiyan right now. If anybody one of those cartoons, he's going Super Saiyan. He's unlocking it, man. And that's at the center position. Because nobody can check him at that 5. He's too skilled. So why would you put him at the 4 where he's got smaller guys that can defend him? And the paint is clogged. Coach, he's got to have room to operate. Mitch clogs up the paint. That's why him at the 5 is perfect for this back cuts, all that stuff. We're not doing none of that, coach, if Mitch is in the middle. That offense is not going to roll like that because the paint is clogged. That's the purpose of him being at the 5, coach. That's the purpose. We gotta keep it rolling like that. Tim says I can see Mitch playing with Cat. They're going to dominate on the boards. No, listen, I can see them playing together in certain aspects, but not starting. Not starting, Tim. I coach to stagger your 2 centers and mix your 3 wings. Okay. You can stagger the minutes, but they cannot start together. They can't. Now, if there's certain moments in the game you want to put them together, cool. But we cannot start them together. Coach says Minnesota might move Randall. Yeah, man. I think Coach, I think that might be the move. I think that's what they might do. And the reason why I think they might do it because the kid from Jersey, man, Naz Reid. Naz Reid. I think they want to start Naz Reid. Naz Reid from Roselle Catholic. Naz Reid is nice, man. I seen him in high school play. He's nasty. He's big, too. He's big. He gets big. He's bigger than Randall. Randall's about 6'9", 6'10". Naz Reid's about 6'10", 6'11". I seen him one time, Coach. I seen him because I came out to Jersey to go shopping. I seen him let me see, Coach, if you know. I seen him out in South Jersey. I seen him in the Freehold Mall. Freehold. Out there. I was out by the shore. I see Naz Reid out there. Well, he's big, bro. He's big. He's big. He's real big. He's bigger than what I saw him in high school play, but he's big. He's gotten bigger. You know what I'm saying? Because he was young. He's probably about 18, 19 when I seen him. He's older now, but he's gotten bigger. You can see he's filled out, like in his NBA body and stuff like that. Well, Guan says we need to get Sims up out of there, LB. Sims actually played a little better tonight. I don't want to kill the kid. I like what Tibbs is doing. Tibbs is not going to just destroy the kid's confidence by playing Akaporte. I think he knows that Akaporte is a better player, but he likes Sims. He wants Sims to try to get better. And I like that for your coach, right? Like I said, I'm a ball player too. So I know, like, as a coach, he don't want to destroy the kid's confidence. Because if you notice, if you guys watch the game to the end, Akaporte was in there with the second unit. And all the guys, Dadier and all of them was out there. He took Akaporte out and put Sims back in. So he's trying to get Sims. He's trying to get him to turn that corner. Tibbs is giving him every opportunity, man. So Sims got to take advantage of it. That's what I think. He will play Mitch the same way he played with Willie Cauley-Stein. Yeah. Listen, man, look. There's going to be times where they are going to play together. But guys, listen. They cannot start together. They cannot. Do you see the offense, the way it was moving tonight? Did you see how the floor was opening up with Cat at the 5? This is unlocking the Super Saiyan powers of Cat, man. I'm telling you it is. There's no big that can handle Cat at the top. You see what it's doing to our offense. Why would you change it? Why would you mess with it? Let Mitch play with that second unit. If there's some matchups that he wants to experiment with, okay. All right, for the whole LV Live crew. You know what is a good matchup for him to experiment the whole Cat and Mitch with? You ready? Cleveland. Okay? You can have Mitch bullying Allen and let Towns take care of Mobley. Then you can experiment with it. Move it around a bit. I don't think you start off with that, but you come in maybe second quarter, part of the fourth quarter, and have that matchup. Have Mitch banging around with Allen. Allen don't like playing Mitch at all. Mitch be giving him problems. He does not like playing against Mitch. So maybe something like that would work. Tim says, right. LV not starting, but when they on the court together, they could dominate. Agreed. But it's got to be the right matchup, Tim. It's got to be the right matchup. It's got to be the right matchup. You have the right matchup, and the perfect matchup to me is that Cleveland matchup. If they see them in the playoffs, you could do something like that. Big Taz, yes, the Cavs are scared straight of Mitch. Yes, they are. Coaches Philly, Cleveland, Atlanta, Detroit, Chicago, New Jersey, Orlando, Charlotte, and Milwaukee. Why do you say all those teams, Coach? Coach trying to make trades. Shims, Shaman, and the Washington first for Tariq, for Terry Easton. Listen, man, I don't know. I don't think the Knicks are doing anything else, man. That's cool, but I don't think they're doing any more moves, man. They're trying to monitor the second apron piece. They're really trying to, Brock Aller. You know what I mean? He's working in the background. He's like a mad scientist when it comes to this whole apron stuff. Mitch and Cat against them. Okay. I like them two really against more so, not Chicago, not New Jersey, Orlando and Cleveland. That's when you might have to put them both out there. Orlando's whole team is like 6'10". So I think that's where there would be matchups. And also too, Milwaukee. Okay, Milwaukee looks bad, man. What are they? 1-4, 1-5? Milwaukee looks bad, man. They look. Listen. They lost a lot, man, with that Drew Holiday deal, man. Look at how the two teams changed. Drew Holiday was with the Bucks. The Bucks won a chip. They traded him for more offense. Dame Dollar is selling himself, man. He's good, but he's old now, man. That's why I never wanted the Knicks to get him. Everyone was talking about him. I said, nah, man, he's old. You don't want an old star, man. Same thing with KD. I said, nah, I don't want him, man. He's getting old. Don't give up everything for these old dudes, man. These guys are on their way out. And that's what you're seeing. Milwaukee looks old, man. CP, Mets and Knicks, man. What's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through rocking with LV Live tonight. Everybody, please go subscribe to CP, Mets and Knicks. He's on there ranting and raving now. The Yanks are out, so now he's like, Soto. He wants Soto bad over there in Queens. Want to take that chain from the Bronx, take the train from the Bronx all the way to Queens. Long train ride. Or you can get in a gypsy cab, take it right over. Hop on a big BQE, hop it right over there. Or take the Brooklyn Bridge, however way you can get over to Queens. Go do that. Queens Midtown Tunnel, get over to Queens. That's what he wants. He wants Soto to take mass transit all the way to Queens. See, Soto to Queens, look at him. Soto to Queens, that's what he wants. CP. Are you willing to drop anywhere between 650 and almost 700 million for Soto? Because listen, that's what they're going to pay. Teams are going to pay that. I'm speaking of bum teams. I'm thinking of the Giants, teams that need a star. Right now, he's chasing the money. I don't think he's chasing a ring or nothing. He's already got a ring. He's chasing a bag. Are you willing to pay? Because Boris is going to give him the biggest bag. Big Taz, they talking about the Dodgers. I don't think the Dodgers are just talking. But are they going to be willing to pay him what? I'm telling you, listen, a lot of these bum teams are going to pay top dollar. They need a star. They need somebody to fill these seats. CP, you're on a hot seat on the LV Live show. Are you willing to pay $650 and up for Soto? Clock is ticking, CP. What do you do? Steve Cohen, as he cut that check, does he give him $675 or maybe $700 to come over to Queens? Does he do that? Does he do that? The clock is ticking. The clock is ticking. Because listen, I'm a Yankee fan. I don't think he's coming back. He's gonna get the bag. Everybody saw what he did in the playoffs. CP says, yeah, Uncle Stevie giving him all that 650 plus. Let's do it. Not my money. $650 plus. Say it, CP. Say it with your chest. Scared money don't make no money. Scared money don't make no money, CP. Say it with your chest. Big salute to CP, man. Appreciate you coming through rocking with LV Live tonight. Big win for them boys, 128-98. Jalen Brunson, 36 big points. Big time win for them boys. Big time win for them boys. But listen, guys, that's my show. I'm out of here for tonight. Listen, I appreciate everybody coming through, rocking with me tonight. Definitely next show, I'll definitely try to get the StreamYard rocking and rolling. But once again, I appreciate everybody coming through, rocking with me. I will be going live again Monday against Houston, 8:30 show. Excuse me, a little later than that, 8:30 game to be exact. The Knicks will be in Houston, H-Town. So I will be going on live after that. Once again, I appreciate everybody coming through, rocking with me. Please hit that like, share, subscribe button. Hit that like button. Hit that like button, people, right? Also, too, if it's your first time coming through, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe. And also, too, please leave comments because I do respond to comments. All right, that's my show, and I'm out of here, people. Everybody have a good night. Enjoy your weekend. I'm LV Live, and I'm out of here, people.